Hello everyone, I am D. Swapna, lecturer in geology working in TTRRDC method. Today we are going to discuss about respiration process in human being. Respiratory system. You may observe the diagram of respiratory system in human being. What is respiration? Respiration is a process to producing energy, typically intaking of oxygen and removing of carbon dioxide and other gases. That is called respiration. The process is called respiration. So in the process we are gaining energy. In that energy we are using for metabolic activities. In respiratory system, the gases exchanging means intaking of oxygen and removing of carbon dioxide. In this respiratory system, so many organs are involved. Okay, so in this, what are the organs will support for the respiration? That is nasal passage, larynx, trachea, bronchial tubes and lungs. In the process of respiratory system, it is having two major tasks, that is external respiration and internal respiration. Now what is external respiration? The exchanging of gases between the body and outside of the environment, that is external respiration. Okay, and internal respiration means intaking of oxygen and removing of carbon dioxide, that is internal respiration. The main difference is the gases exchange between the body and environment, that is called as external respiration, and internal respiration which is occurred inside of our body. Inside of our body we are inhaling the gases. In that time that lungs will picking up only oxygen and removing the carbon dioxide and other gases. The process is called as internal respiration. And respiratory system which is having important organs. What are the nasal respiratory pathway and what is the important organs we will discuss. The important organs in respiratory system is nose, mouth, trachea, bronchial tubes, lungs and diaphragm. So when you are inhaling and exhaling the gases, one pathway is there. So what is the pathway? The gases will enter into our body, that is nose to mouth to trachea, trachea to bronchial tubes to lungs, and the mechanism of diaphragm will helpful for the inhalation and exhalation process. Now, function of respiratory system. In the process of respiration, our nose, which is having main important characteristics. What are the main important characteristics? Or the nose which is having receptor cells. The receptor cells is having the capacity to recognize the smell. And it is when we are inhaling and exhaling, some amount of sound also producing. Okay, and maintaining the pH regulates blood pH also. Now we can discuss the breathing mechanism. So in human being, the respiration is pulmonary respiration. Why we are calling as pulmonary respiration? The respiration occurred, the process is occurred through our lungs. That's why we can call as pulmonary respiration. In this pulmonary respiration, basically consists of two phases, that is inhalation and exhalation. The inhalation means intaking of gases, that is inhalation. Exhalation means releasing of carbon dioxide and other gases forcefully, that is exhalation. So what is the main difference of inhalation and exhalation? Inhalation means we are inhaling the gases. In that time we are inhaling the gases, the lungs size will be increasing because of the lungs which is having elastic nature. That's why when we are inhaling in that time, the lungs size will be expanding. Okay, that's if you are observing this diagram in the inhalation process, the lungs structure will be increasing, and exhalation process the lungs size will be decreasing. Okay, inhalation process the lung size will be increasing, in exhalation the lung size will be decreasing. Okay, now we can discussing about the pathway of respiration. First, external respiration. In previously we discussed about what is external respiration, gases exchange between the body and our environment, that is external respiration. So when we are inhaling the gases, the process is called as inspiration. The process is called as inspiration. So how can it will occur? Through the nasal cavity and sinus and pharynx to larynx. Here you may observe this inspiration process you may observe that nostrils to mouth, nostril to nasal cavity, and nasal cavity to mouth, and mouth to pharynx to larynx. And next one is nose. The nose, the external nose in human being, it is divided by septum. That's why our nose, which is having two chambers. Okay, in these two chambers, it is having hair projections. Means it containing cilia. So in this cilia, it is having humidity in nature. The skin which is having humidity in nature. Humidity means what? We are inhaling the gases. For example, we are living in very cool area. Okay, so in that time what will happen? We are inhaling very cool gases, or when we are inhaling, that balancing to our body temperature. Okay, present and another one example, we are living in very hot area. In that time what will happen? We are inhaling very hot air. No, that is balancing through the humidity nature of nostril layer. Okay, and filtering capacity. What is the filtering capacity? What are the hair projections which is present in the nose will filter in the dust particles. And the next important characteristics is receptor cells. When we are inhaling the gases, we can recognize the smell of food item. Okay, and recognize the bad smell or good smell. We are the receptor cells which present in the nose. We can recognize the flavor of smell. Okay, and the next one is trachea. Trachea is nothing but voice box. Okay, the voice box which is having the C-shaped structures. Okay, that structures we can call as that C-shaped structures we can call as that food pipe. Okay, after that larynx, it is having C-shaped structures, that is cartilage bone. Okay, and that will helpful for swallowing of food material. And if you are talking in that time, what will happen? The air will be flow from the larynx. That's why the sound will arising from the larynx. Okay, and next, trachea. What is trachea? After that larynx, the connection to trachea. connection to trachea. The trachea which is having the C-shaped bones, and that bones is called as cartilage rings. It is present in C-shaped structure, and that bones we can call as cartilage rings. And this pipe structure we can call as windpipe. What is the use of this windpipe? To intaking of food material also. Inhalation process it will helpful, and intaking of food material also it will helpful. And the next one is it is connected to our lungs. The lungs are which is paired in structure, and it is connected to trachea. And next, the breathing mechanism. So when the breathing is having two passages, inhalation and exhalation. So you may observe the diagram of breathing. So in this process, you may observe this diagram. The expanding of lungs structure. Okay, and these lungs, you may observe that it is having pinkish color and it is having elastic nature. That's why when we are inhaling the gases, in the time lungs size will be increasing. Okay, and the movement of diaphragm also very important. When we are inhaling, it will helpful for the diaphragm. The lungs size will be increasing. Now we are going to discuss about lungs. Lungs is pinkish in color and elastic in nature. And these lungs are two-paired structure, and which is divided into 5 lobes. Okay. So first we discussing about left side of lung. The left side of a lung which is divided into 2 lobe like a structure. It is divided into 2 lobes like structure. It is divided with the oblique fissure, and it is presenting in cardiac notch will be present in the left side of a lung because it is having heart. That's why it is having cardiac notch. And now the right side of a lung. The right side lung which is having 3-lobed structure, and these 5 lobes are attached with the trachea, and it is connected with the primary bronchus to tertiary bronchus to alveoli. Now it is having lung which is conical in shape. Okay, and it is having muscular diaphragm. It is having muscular function also. The superior region of a lung we can call as apex. The superior region of a lungs we can call as apex. And both the lungs are bordered by thoracic wall anteriorly and laterally and posteriorly supported to the rib cage. And towards the middle line of the lungs is separated each other by the mediastinum. Okay, by the mediastinum. And relatively broad round surface to connect with the thoracic wall is called as costal surface of lung. Costal surface of lung. And pleura. The outermost covering layer of a lung we can call as pleura. The outer surface of lung is tightly covered with a layer. That layer name is called as visceral pleura. Okay. And this pleura is having the cavities, and that cavities which is having fluid substance. That fluid substance we can call as pleural fluid. Okay, the fluid called as pleural fluid. And the pathway of lungs. The lungs is connected with the trachea, and trachea which is divided trachea which is divided and connected with the branchiae. And first it is connected with the branchiae, and that branchiae we can call as primary branchiae. Trachea to first connected with the branchiae, that branchiae we can call as primary branchiae. And after that it will divided, that is called as secondary branchiae. And these secondary branchiae will connect with the branchioles. Okay. The trachea will connected with the first one, that is primary branchiae, and these primary branchiae again divided, the division of secondary branchiae, and these secondary branchiae will divided into so many branch like structures, that is branchioles, and that branchioles connected with the alveoli structures. Okay. And now we discuss about what is the main function of lungs. The main function of a lungs is the main important structure in a lungs, that is alveoli. So now we can discuss what is the main important function is. We are inhaling the gases. In that time what will happen? When we are inhaling the gases, in that time the gases will pass to the nostril chamber to mouth to pharynx to larynx to lungs, trachea to lungs. In that time the last part of the lungs is having alveoli. In that alveoli structure, which is connected with the blood capillaries, in that blood alveoli structure, when we are inhaling the gases, the lungs which is filled with the gas, in that time these alveoli structure picking up the oxygen and removing of carbon dioxide and other gases. This process is done in our alveoli. In the alveoli, the deoxygenated blood which is converted into oxygenated blood. That oxygen molecules will directly go to our blood cells, and carbon dioxide and other gases will removing from our body in the process of exhalation. Okay, that is the main important work of lungs. Means we are inhaling the gases, in that gases only picking up oxygen molecules, and it will go through our blood capillaries. Okay, so in this diagram, the main diagram of alveoli, you may observe that in previously we are also discussed the tertiary branchiae, and it is having blood alveoli structure, the bunch of grape structure like that. The bunch will appear in this diagram, that is nothing but alveoli. It is connected with the net like a structure present here, that is blood capillaries. Okay, so the structure of alveoli, you may observe that it is connection with the alveolar duct and alveolar sac and alveolus, and the important function is gases exchange. And what is the main important characteristics of alveoli? Means that picking up the oxygen and removing the carbon dioxide, right? So the phenomena in this diagram, you may observe that in the alveoli structure, what will happen? You may observe that in these diagrams, this is the alveoli internal structure. In this internal structure, so it is connected with the blood capillaries, right? So in that what will happen when we are inhaling, in that time that gases will go to alveoli structure. In that time the oxygen will go to the blood capillaries, and here you may observe that oxygen will go to blood capillaries and carbon dioxide will go to the exhalation process, means removing process. So in that time, here you can observe in this diagram the blood capillaries which is having two colors, blue color and red color, means in this process it is converting of deoxygenated blood to oxygenated blood. Okay, and next one is what are in this process of respiration, it is having so many factors are affecting in the respiration. So what are the factors? That is physical factors, temperature and exercise and talking, coughing, and emotional factors. So for example, we are doing exercises, in that time we are inhaling more amount of oxygen, we are taking more amount of oxygen. Okay, so the process of respiration, in this diagram you may observe that the process of respiration mechanism. So in this video you can follow that it is rib cages. So the lungs are divided into 5 lobes structure, right? The right lobe is divided into 3 lobes and left lobe which is divided into 2 lobes. Okay, here clearly visible, left superior lobe and inferior lobe. Okay, and it is connected to branchiae, and these branchiae will connected to trachea, and this trachea which is having C-shaped ring, that is we can call as cartilage ring, it is clearly visible, and the nostrils which is divided into 2 chambers. So the process of inhalation process, you may observe that the inhaling gases which is passed to pharynx, pharynx to larynx, larynx to lungs, primary bronchi to secondary, secondary to tertiary, tertiary to alveolus. Okay, you may observe that the gases will be passed on to alveoli, the bunch of alveoli. So here the bunch structure alveolus. Okay, in this alveolus it is connected with the blood capillaries, and the blood capillaries in this region you may observe that blue color red blood cells will move from here, the color will be changed. Why? Because in this alveoli it is converted to deoxygenated blood which is converted to oxygenated blood. So here you may observe that, see here, blue color cells will convert into red color, means they are picking the oxygen molecules which directly go to blood capillaries. That's why the blue color will change to red color. Okay, in the alveoli you may observe that which is having the capacity to picking up the oxygen and removing the carbon dioxide and other gases. Now you can observe that exhalation process. Okay, so the exhalation process, the removing gases will remove from our lungs. So this is exhalation process. So this is the mechanism of respiration. I hope you may understood very well in this video. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about difference between the breathing and respiration. Breathing is a process of intaking of oxygen and removing of carbon dioxide. The process is called as breathing. And respiration means the producing of energy, breaking down of glucose molecules to producing energy. So it is present in the cell. That process is called as respiration. And breathing takes place in lungs. Respiration occurs in the cell. There is no energy production in breathing. In respiration, the energy will be produced in the form of ATP. Breathing occurs in the outside of the cell, but respiration occurs in the inside of the cell. No enzyme are used while breathing. Many enzymes play important role in the process of respiration. Breathing takes place in the respiratory organs, that is nose, lungs and etc. In respiration takes a place in each cell of our body and organism. Now we are going to discuss about respiratory disorders in man. The respiratory disorders are bronchitis, emphysema, pneumonia, asthma and lung cancer. These are the main disorders in man. It will affect you to cause so many diseases like these diseases. Now we are going to discuss one by one about these diseases. Okay, first one, bronchitis. Bronchitis means it will affect to the bronchi and bronchioles. Bronchioles means what? The trachea will connected to primary bronchi to secondary bronchi will divided into bronchioles, and that bronchioles will affect to this disease. The inflammation of bronchi. Inflammation means what? Inflammation means swelling of bronchi. This swelling will cause to bronchitis disease. Symptoms of this bronchitis. The symptoms of bronchitis is cough, mild oozing, fever, chills, shortness of breathing and these are the symptoms of bronchitis. Causes. What are the causes? These bronchitis disease causes are virus, affected bacteria, irritants, chemicals. In the chemicals, for example, some persons will addict to smoking. In that cigarette which is having chemicals, and that type of chemicals also cause for this type of bronchitis disease. Virus, bacteria, irritants, chemicals will affect to this disease. And what are the effects? In the effect of these disorder of man, that is excessive secretion of mucus. Excessive secretion will cause to so many diseases, that is narrowing and swelling of tubes. What is that? Narrowing and swelling of tubes. And the effect of these diseases, it will two types, that is acute and chronic. Acute means short time period that person will affected by this disease. It is up to 2 weeks. Okay, and next, chronic. Chronic means that person will affected by this type of disease up to 3 months to 2 years. Means long time duration of period will affected by the person in this type of disease. Now you can observe that the bronchus structure, the inner structure of bronchus. So here you may observe that this is a healthy bronchus and this is inflamed bronchus. So you can observe here, in this inflammation will occur in bronchi inner structure. In this inner structure, the opening is closed. So here the opening is very large. So most of 90% above 45 years old persons are affected this type of diseases. Okay, in that time, in this type of chronic diseases mostly affected in 45 above year people. And next, emphysema. Emphysema is destruction of wall of alveoli. Destruction means what? Damaging of alveoli. Damaging of alveoli tissue is called as is caused to emphysema. Symptoms. What are the symptoms? Symptoms of emphysema is shortness of breath, shortness of breath and fatigue and recurrent respiration, respiratory infections and weight loss. And 50 to 70% of tissue is going to be damaged because of emphysema. 50 to 70% of tissue is going to damage in emphysema. So now you can observe that this diagram. So the tissue damage, how can it is occurred in this disease? Here you can observe this is the alveoli structure. So this is surface of alveoli. Okay, in this, what is the function of alveoli? To removing of carbon dioxide and intaking of oxygen. Removing of carbon dioxide and intaking of oxygen. That is the main function of alveoli, right? So now here in this alveoli structure, you can observe that the tissue is going to be damaged. There is no partitions will present in the alveoli structure. So less surface area. SCA means surface area. Less surface area. So here there is no partitions in the alveoli structure. What will happen? There is no capability of intaking of oxygen and removing of carbon dioxide. Effects. Very low level of oxygen in the blood. When the person is suffering by this disease, very low level of oxygen in blood and serious complications will occur, and breakdown of surface of area of lungs. And next one is pneumonia. Infection of lungs. Infection of lungs is called as pneumonia disease. So these lungs double will affected into two lungs, means lungs are paired structure, right? So in it will affected to double pneumonia, means what? It will affected to both lungs are affected, we call as double pneumonia. What are the symptoms? Cold, high fever, cough and shortness of breath. These are the symptoms of pneumonia. And what are the causes? This pneumonia will caused by bacterium. It is bacterial disease, that is Streptococcus pneumonia. That is Streptococcus pneumonia. And influenza virus. And it is also fungal infections. So pneumonia causes are bacteria, Streptococcus pneumonia, and virus, influenza virus. Effects. If lungs tissue, means alveoli is broken, so that lungs tissue alveoli broken, and to form a air will filled with the pus. Air, the lungs of the alveoli, air will filled with the pus. So here pus will form in the tissue of lungs, and these patients skin color become dusty. Why? Because the poor content of oxygen present in the blood. That's why the skin color is becomes dusty. Okay, so the blood in this diagram you can observe that the normal person of alveoli structure, it is connected with the so many blood capillaries. Okay, here you can visible colored blood capillaries, and next is it is affected area. You can observe this affected area. There is no blood capillaries are going to be damaged, and the tissue going to be damaged. So it is affected area. And what is the treatment of disorders? That is vaccination and antibiotics. Vaccination to before causing this disease, vaccination is very important to prevent this type of diseases. And antibiotics. Antibiotics are helpful to prevent this type of diseases. Okay, antibiotics are also helpful to prevent this type of diseases. And next, asthma. Asthma is a form of allergy which causes the inflammation of bronchi. Asthma, which is a form of allergy, because this disease caused by due to allergy for dust and some amount of pollutants will affect to cause this type of diseases. And excess of mucus secretion and the symptoms, that is shortness of breath, cough and chest tightness and oozing will these are the symptoms. And causes allergy and dust and smoke and perfumes, extra heavy using of perfumes and pollen grains also affect to this disease. And treatment of asthma, we are using inhalers. So in these inhalers will helpful for good breathing capacity, because the inflammation is occurred in the tissues. What will happen? They will distract of exchanging of gases, right? So we are using this type of inhalers. In that time, what will happen here? You may observe this is a tissue of cells. So here the tube is going to be blocked. So in that time, inhalers we are using to removing of this block. These inhalers will helpful for these blocks, removing of these blocks. Disease. So thanks to listening to me. Thank you very much.